The Jodi Arias trial and our exclusive interview with the jury foreman.
Yeah, this man has spent nearly half a year on the case, and this morning he explains why jurors could not decide whether to impose the death penalty. ABC's Ryan Owens has been following this trial from the jump, and he scored this GMA exclusive.
Bill Zervakis is doing his best to get back to normal this holiday weekend. For 5 months, he held the fate of Jodi Arias in his hands.
Do you kill her, or do you let her live the rest of her life in jail?
The Arizona retiree spoke exclusively to GMA about his experience as foreman of the jury that ultimately could not decide if the convicted killer should live or die. Reportedly, 8 wanted death, 4 life.
Life and death is about as polarizing as things can get. I think we were all disappointed. We all felt like we had failed in what we were charged to do.
Do find the defendant as to count 1, first-degree murder, guilty.
The same jury convicted the 32-year-old of the brutal shooting and repeated stabbing of her ex-boyfriend Travis Alexander. They agreed on that, but killing her, that was different.
It's pretty easy to think of looking at Charles Manson and going, yeah, put him away. You look at a 32-year-old woman, yeah, it's hard.
Zervakis called Arias a terrible witness during her 18 days on the stand. He says the jury did not buy her story of self-defense, but
I believe in my heart and soul that she was mentally and verbally abused. She's a human being entitled to a fair trial.
Since his jury deadlocked, a new panel of 12 will decide if Jodi Arias lives or dies. The retrial of the penalty phase is set for later this summer. Zervakis isn't so sure the result will be any different.
When you're sitting in a room with 12 people, it's pretty hard to get a consensus on what kind of pizza to order.
Still, the prosecutor announced he's not giving up sending Jodi Arias to death row. But if a second jury also can't decide on punishment, she will be sentenced to life in prison. For Good Morning America, Ryan Owens, ABC News, Phoenix.